My wife insists to see AP and do whatever she wants, I have no choice but. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Wife of 17.5 years has been cheating on me with a former co-worker for the past 2.5 years. Supposedly they were work friends and we moved, and once that happened they kicked it up a notch. She'd travel to see him and vice versa under the guise of golfing buddies. I found out a few days before Christmas and confronted her after I caught her texting him that she was horny and couldn't wait to see him. I confronted her and she admitted to it. I gave her an ultimatum and she said she would not stop being friends with him. She canceled next trip to see him, but they still talk. I asked if she loved him and she said no, but he loves her, although she never really demonstrated love to begin with, so I find that questionable. She is apologetic and accepts responsibility, but also that have my own issues to work though and fix, and that our marriage has been dead for the last 5 years and she doesn't want to deal with me anymore, and really just wants to do what she wants. I'm an emotional mess right now, can't sleep or eat, and this is just destroying me. She told me that she's surprised of my reaction and thought I wouldn't care. I asked her to leave and she refused and won't leave unless it's with our 17-year-old daughter, Junior in HS. I'm trying to not upend my daughter's life until after she graduates high school and goes off to college. We've agreed to let her know what's going on, but we pushed it back until we talk to professionals about it. We have appointments until the end of the month and haven't been able to get a marriage counselor to call us back to schedule. I feel as though she hasn't really faced any consequences and therefore isn't pressed to really make any decisions. I have not disrespected her, have called her any names, done anything crazy, unlike I know she'd explode if the shoes was on the other foot. I know I have to be more patient and give it time, but am planning on leaving, and the only time she really gets upset is when I talk about protecting myself, lawyering up, splitting finances, etc. That's the thing, I make way more money than she does, and basically once she started making some money it went straight to her head. Well, her birthday is coming this month and I'm wondering if I should buy her a gift. One of her major complaints is that I never made her feel special and never got good gifts or put too much effort into it. Am I being a pick-me guy with that? I plan on telling her that she isn't getting shit for Valentine's Day and our anniversary is in March and that isn't happening either. Also, the trip she was going to take was to go watch the Buccaneers play in FL and we've never been to an NFL game. Is it petty if I take a solo trip driving to watch the Cowboys play in Philly this weekend? I don't even want to mention it to her because she'd just talk shit, and I know it'd be crap about how that would be trash since Philly is so cold and blah blah blah. The same type of stuff she always did whenever I bought her a gift or did anything, either reject it or pick it apart like nobody's business. Here are some best comments from our community. Yeah, you're doing the pick-me dance. It's okay, it's common, and more importantly, reversible. First, look up the 180 treatment, enact it immediately. Don't half-ass it, go all in, it's imperative. Second, get to a lawyer and go over your options. Divorce might not be as ugly as you think it will. Also, check to see if you're in an at-fault state. If you can prove infidelity in an at-fault state, it can save you from alimony, so tell your lawyer everything. Third, buy a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. Read it, absorb it, live it. Fourth, cancel plans for marriage counseling. It's worthless right now, a total waste of money in your case, in fact. Your wife is an unremorseful cheater who is continuing to lie to you, and continuing her affair right in front of you. You're her safety net, her plan B doormat. As your kid is near 18, don't worry about custody battles, she's gonna be 18 before it's settled anyways. So don't worry too much about packing your shit and buying out. You'll work out the house issue in the divorce, and I'll likely be sold, or one of you will buy the other out. As part of the 180, you won't be having any more long conversations about anything. You won't be telling her your plans for today, tomorrow, or birthday, or next year. You're going to detach from her, emotionally and physically, and become a mysterious stranger she knows a few things about, that sometimes shows up at home. If it's not an issue concerning your child or household business, it's not your problem, and you need to not address it. Politely. During this time, be polite, be cordial, and be stoic. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know, those are your answers to any questions or comments she makes. So put down your device, and start planning your exit strategy right now. Do not include her or inform her about your plans. Enact your exit plan at your time of choosing, not hers. It's time to get real strong, real quick, bro. You've been abused enough and you deserve to find some joy. I wouldn't even bother with the MC and go straight to a divorce lawyer. First of all, you know they've been physical. Second, you know they will continue to be physical. And third, she said the marriage has been dead for 5 years. She doesn't respect you, she doesn't love you, and if you still have any trust or respect for this woman still, you are a fool. Divorce her and make her leave. She cheated. Not you. She has all the work to do to rebuild the trust. You may have issues that needs attention, but it sounds to me like she isn't accepting full responsibility and is trying to shift blame on you. This is not your doing. This is 100% on her and she needs to accept that, or you need to put her to the curb. Unfortunately, I know this all too well, as I was blamed for my ex-wife's indiscretions after a 26-year marriage. She never took responsibility for her actions. Your wife has indicated she no longer wants to engage with you, she wants to do what she wants, and your marriage has basically been dead for 5 years. She is unwilling to go no contact with the man she had an affair with. That alone would be a deal breaker for me. Yes, you're doing the pick-me dance. The problem is she's no picking you. She's given no indication she wants this marriage at all, except for the lifestyle and convenience. She sounds unremorseful and doesn't really care if you're happy or not, as long as she gets what she wants. She actually thought you wouldn't care that she was sleeping with another man for 2.5 years? Seriously? She's long checked out of the marriage. Why are you chasing someone like this, effectively saying love me to someone who only loves themselves, and has no concern for your needs? It's time to put yourself first, mate. If you don't, no one else will. I'm sorry you are here. You say that she isn't making any decisions because she hasn't faced consequences, but the thing is, she already made her decision. It is just not the decision you were hoping for. She told you clearly that she doesn't want to be with you anymore and that she wants to do what she wants. Most of all, she told you directly that she will not stop to spend time with her lover. Right now, only by conversations, and I guarantee you that as soon as she can, by a personal meetup as well. She made her decision and sticks to it, so yeah, what you are doing is the pick-me dance. Your daughter is old enough as that you can tell her what is going on without of talking to a professional first, and you need to meet with a lawyer ASAP to protect yourself. Remember, your wife doesn't care about you any longer. She will do whatever she wants to do, and that includes to walk all over you as long as you allow her to do that. Go to a doctor and get tested for STDs. Then meet with a lawyer and don't tell her that you will do that. Afterwards, call the whole family to the table and tell your daughter what is going on. She has already realized that something is not right with her parents, and right now you are only allowing her to be paranoid about what is going on. In the meantime, distance yourself from your wife. Stop asking her for things and don't engage her in conversations unless it is about your daughter. She is leaving the marriage, so if she wants to have any chance to save it, then it is her that has to run after you and not the other way around. By the way, your wife is right that your marriage was suffering in the recent years, but please don't think for 1 second that this happened because of you. Your marriage was suffering because your wife had an affair, and by that didn't give your marriage any chance to get better, since she invested her time and emotions into another guy instead of the marriage. Your marriage suffered because of her affair, not the other way around, that she started the affair because your marriage suffered. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.